Hello everyone, welcome back to Matrix Path of Neo, and today I have Walter and Custard with me because this is the sequel to the last video, even though the last video ended very abruptly because we were talking for a long time, and the video ended, so we're gonna have to put a pin in that, get back to that next time, that conversation. But I wanted to follow up, talking to the movie heads about the new Matrix, with talking with the people who actually went and saw the movie with me, because I think I talked about doing this in the planning stages of it during this LP or at some point. But yeah, Walter and Custard graciously came to Philly to see Matrix 4 with me.
Yeah, we graced him with our presence.
It was really cool.
Yes. It was delightful. So we can obviously talk about the movie and all that, but I figured, we would have as much or more to say about just having met up. So I wanted to,
That's
of course,
true. It was
just
like
let you guys riff on that.
Is Neo in Philadelphia right now? It kind of looks like it.
Yes. Oh, I guess I'll set up the context of what you'll be watching while we're talking about completely unrelated shit in the game. This is the last level in this little section here where you're saving everyone. I left the one where you save Trinity and Morpheus for last because they're the sexiest. And then after this, we are going to spend about 15 minutes fighting Seraph, the badass, bald, Asian angel program man. We're going to fight him to prove our worth.
all right.
And that's going to be that for this video. So, yeah, all right. I'm basically just leaving it to you guys now. What did you think of coming to Philly? I mean, you're only there for like a few hours, but
we did have to make it very
drive.
short because of Tim's work schedule. It was pretty much just an evening. We saw the movie and then left. But we did eat food as well.
Yeah, it was good food.
Yeah.
We had a food.
And we walked around outside to get the food, and it was really fucking cold out.
Yeah, we talked about rats.
we talked about rats?
We did. We mentioned rats several times.
What were we talking about with rats? I don't remember.
Mostly like tithing to the rats in the.
Oh
form of-
yes, I remember we were talking
forgot about that.
like the rats run the city underneath the city, and there's like a rat
Yeah.
king. Every city has a
Exactly.
rat king. Yeah, no, that's all true.
Yeah, that happens.
Yep, we saw
I
him.
hope you paid your tithe this month, Tim.
I did.
Yeah, your fucking rat. Taxes.
Drop a piece of cheese down
That's
the
where
drain.
your rent actually goes. The landlord gives it to the rats, because without the
Paying my
rats, the
rent,
landlords would not
gave it to
have
the
anything.
rats.
Yeah, the landlords are just a scapegoat for all of us to get angry about. We had to break through
Yeah, it's really about the
and
rats.
find what's really going on. We had to get red pilled on the
Oh,
rat
like
theory.
like the
Rat pilled.
Matrix.
yeah.
Yeah, we need to get rat pilled. Yeah, it's not the Matrix controlling us, it's the rats controlling us like Ratatouille by pulling our hair.
Honestly, I think that's great. They're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, things are going okay.
I'm pretty blue pilled.
I feel great. But yeah, I did. I treated you guys to the halal food cart near my house, which I've sung
Yeah,
the
it was
praises
really
of many times.
Yeah,
ate
we
the
got
shit
to
out of that.
experience it firsthand. So,
And then I brought some of it home and ate the shit out of it again.
Nice. Yeah, I hope I
I
didn't
ate all of it in one
overhype.
go. I mean, I pretty much, expect it to be food. It's not like I expect to have a religious experience while eating it. I
think
did
was
enjoy
good.
it a
I think
lot.
the hype worked out. It was about
Yeah,
where I
it was an
expected it to
appropriate
be.
amount of
Well,
hype.
that's what I mean. I didn't want to make it. I hope I didn't make it seem like you were gonna get a religious experience and then you just eat some food. But it is really good food, and I think it's
it's
mostly
And if I
just
did get a
fucking
religious
good.
experience, that'd be pretty cool too.
Just
But
a
I
big
didn't.
ass
Indeed.
pile of meat and rice and shit, and I'm into it.
maybe if I eat more
Yeah,
of it.
what was it that we ordered? We all got the same thing. I got the same thing as Tim because I was afraid to pick anything.
We got chicken
Yeah,
and lamb
pretty
over
much.
rice.
Tim knows his shit. So.
Yeah, with the red and white sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been getting the same thing for, like, 4 years, so... but yeah.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's good, and I think the reason it's so miraculous to me is that it's within walking distance of my house, and also, it's, like, so much food for $8. It's, like...
Yeah, it was a shit ton of food.
extremely filling and
It's
tasty
really good,
meal
yeah.
for not very much
I powered
money.
through it. but I was pretty full at the ends, and I was satisfied for like the rest of the night.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
absolutely. That nailed it.
Yeah, you're kind of set for the day with that meal, which is nice. Again, for $8, it's like going to McDonald's, except the food is like good, because
Yeah.
I
You
always
get to see the man in the cart.
yeah you do. Oh, that's the other bonus is that all the you just met the one, but all of the halal
Oh, there's
food.
more?
There are a bunch of these all around the city.
Oh, I thought you meant like there's a bunch of people who run the one
I guess
cart.
it figures that there would be like a horde of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
I
figured that
I
there's
mean
plenty
there's only one
in
guy
general.
in that one, but there's a bunch of different
Okay.
carts with people in them. And
Yeah.
all the ones that I've been to, the people are delightful. So,
I mean, yeah, they seem super nice.
yeah.
You kind of have to be if you want to run a successful food cart in the rat town.
This is very much a cart, by the way. Like, it was enclosed, but it was probably like 6 feet by 4 feet or something.
Oh yeah, it's tight quarters.
And the dude's just in there.
Yeah.
It's probably a little bigger than that, but you get the idea.
Yeah. So, what else? I don't know.
Yeah, we should move on from the food. As much as I love food,
Yeah.
we got a movie at hand here.
Yeah, there's.
That's true.
We could talk about the
Matrix.
movie. Yeah. Anything
Well,
to
on the way
report?
to the movie, I almost got into a car accident. So
yeah.
Oh
I
yeah, I
remember
remember
that.
that.
my favorite thing. Oh yeah, Custard got to experience that with me.
I was
'Cause he was
right
in my
there.
car.
We both got to have little mini panic attacks for us in the night.
Panty attack. I'm
panty
having
attack.
a panty attack.
We're gonna miss the panic.
Dude, I
right?
felt like I was gonna have a fucking panty attack after that. For like half of the movie, I was just sitting there tweaking about the fucking car accident I almost got into.
I know.
Oh boy, I'm having a panty.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it's no big deal in the end, but
Well,
just
if it
made me
makes you feel any
shitty.
better, I mean, you technically almost get into a car accident like every day in Philly because people
Yeah, I was gonna
drive
say,
insanely.
if anything, I'm just having like the authentic Philly experience by like being in danger while being there, you know?
Yeah, I don't know outside of that. I don't know if you were there long enough to fully experience what a thing that I have talked about, the sentiment I've shared a lot, which is that Philly is like living in a GTA game.
Oh yeah. I mean, I believe that.
Just
seeing
because
the
you know
blind
you'll.
corner that Walter almost got in a crash around is like, how is that even legal?
Well, there's stuff like that, and but it's just like it's the kind of thing where you'll be having kind of a normal day, you'll be going somewhere, and then you'll just like see someone driving on the sidewalk or just see a guy walking somewhere he shouldn't or something.
It's
and you're
fucking
like-
chaos. You see so much weird shit just by existing in there.
Yeah, you see like you see the same guy like 3 times in a row, and you're like, what? And just shit like that. Weird stuff like that
man.
happens all the time. Yeah. Philly
yeah.
is all of the street corners in Philly around me are littered with people who look like they're gonna give me side quests.
But
Hey,
you
need,
don't
like,
want the
20
side
bucks from
quests.
that. Buy me a bag of chips.
We can take it from here. Make sure everyone gets it.
I'll stay with you.
No.
But yeah, I did want to just any impressions or thoughts you had about Philly. I mean Walter's been to Philly before.
Yeah.
But
I want to mention this too. I have met Tim in real life before. It was like 5 years ago when we went to see Little Dicky, also in Philly.
I have been to Philadelphia before, but it's sort of like the neatly manicured part, and not the part where they like put all the humans.
Yeah, you got to see the
It's
real
where you
shit.
go to learn about Benjamin Franklin, and not the one where you go to like see a movie.
oh, like Center City and Old City, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where the Bell is.
Yeah,
and
like the loser
Independence
shit
Hall.
places where they like.
I mean, hey, that is still Philly, and it's cool
I
stuff.
know.
It is Philly. There's a lot of cool history in Philly. I admittedly have never even seen the Liberty Bell. I've never fucking bothered.
I've never seen the Liberty Bell.
I've been to the art museum like 25 times though. That place is awesome. The rocky steps.
When we actually like managed to get down there to jerk off together for like a day, I want to go to the museum.
Yeah, it would be good to have like a whole day. It would also be good if the plague wasn't on a hot streak at the moment.
It really is
yeah.
just totally
That complicates
frying
things.
society. I'm hoping in like a month
yeah.
or two it'll be kind of burnt out.
Hopefully. That seems to be what the people in charge are hoping on. They're certainly not going to do anything. So they're just like, yeah, hopefully, just everybody hunker down, remember to go to work, and we'll just wait this one out.
Yeah, pretend nothing's happening. We definitely probably shouldn't have done it any later than we did. It did work out kind of well in that regard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So yeah, we have we have a cool little movie clip here from Matrix 2.
Yeah, we
movie
almost
clips from
saw
Matrix 2.
They're
Trinity
like
and
fucking
Neo
blasting
fucking.
through it.
Yeah, I was surprised that they were even able to show that one little frame of the sex scene in this T-rated game. It's a little...
It's okay, and that's shot like they're just sleeping together. It's fine. They're
Yeah,
just
and it's like far
tuckered
away,
out
so I
after
guess
all the
it's fine.
Matrix adventures.
Rated
Yeah.
T for Trinity taking it from Neo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we
Oh,
go.
man. So yeah, here's again a 15-minute fight.
I like
with
how they basically
Seraph.
just like fast forward through the movie until they get to the next part. They want to have a fucking
you
section
fast
of the
forward
game.
all the
showed
kung
us
fu
a
and
shot
gun
from
parts.
the end of Matrix 3.
Yes, they did, and I didn't mention it, but at the beginning of the last video, there were a few clips from the Animatrix, which,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
when I was first playing through this game and that showed up, when I saw that animated shot of the eye and then that one CG scene with the lady, I was like, holy fuck, I've seen
Yeah, that
this.
really threw me off when I was watching the video. I'm like, I didn't know they included that in this vidja.
Yeah, I know we talked about it while we were walking around before Matrix, but Animatrix is very much worth checking out if you have any interest in the backstory of the Matrix. And if you have any interest in cool-looking cartoons.
Oh, those are my favorite.
I've
lot of
never
them-
even seen it before. I'm curious to see what it looks like.
It's pretty cool. It's an anthology, so it's all different art styles for each. It's like 6 or 7 short films in one, and a lot of them are done by like pretty famous anime directors.
Alright, I'd probably
And-
watch that.
And it's cool. This part of this fight sucks dick, mostly just because you just kind of have to go to the end. You know those things in games where you can't make it go faster by being good? It's just one of those things that kind of has like a fixed amount of time, and you just have to
Oh, yeah.
last that long. Well,
Yeah,
that's
it's just
this,
like an endurance thing.
because you have to wait for all these pegs to burn away and knock him off into the fire, and I know what you're supposed to do, but I literally don't know what's going on at any time during this.
It's a cool
because
concept.
It is neat, but
But
like,
it doesn't seem like they executed all that well.
I mean, I'll be pressing buttons, and sometimes something will happen that I think should be happening with that button, and other times nothing happens. So
There's a fight like this in the Bionicle game for GameCube, except it looks like that one works better.
wow, they should have taken a couple
Well, I
pages
mean,
from the Bionicle book.
Not really. The fight, it's like really easily cheesable, and you can like fuck it up crazy. And,
I
like,
wish
make
I
it
could
end in, like,
cheese
2
this.
seconds,
This is boring.
But it seems almost like it's better executed than this. It does not look better than this, but it probably feels better.
Yeah, you feel like a Bionicle.
You really do feel like a Bionicle. That game,
I can feel my plastic ball joints
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I can
Ooh,
feel
I
the
love those.
protodermis.
squeaking as I move.
I can feel my fucking Lego ball and sockets breaking as a child.
Yeah, the Bionicle movies really do not get across the physicality of being a Bionicle. Like, they look like they should be a lot, like, heavier and clankier, but they just kind of look like toys. I wonder why.
I don't know, man. Could be anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Well,
should
anyway.
be more
Guy in the
realistic. That's the
movie
worst
turned a
thing
guy
about the
into a snake.
Bionicle
That was
movies.
fucked up.
Yeah, they should make them bleed and have organs. That'd actually be pretty sick.
Well, they do. They're biomechanical. That's like that's the lore. Is that they
No,
do
but I'm
the
saying
bio?
organic
if they had like Evangelion style guts and shit and like black
I
oil
would
blood,
watch
that would be
the
fucking
hell
cool.
out of that movie.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Alright, well, I'm gonna make that now. All the people who like Bionicle are gonna be 40 in 10 years anyway, so they're
I
gonna
was
like
about
that
to
shit.
say they already are 40. There's so much bonk.
Yeah, like me.
But Lego's not going to do any more of it because they're making too much money making Nintendo Entertainment Systems.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
this fight really does go on for a fucking long time.
Yeah, it helps. It doesn't help when I, like, don't know what I'm doing. I have not hit him once, despite pressing the attack button and making contact with his body, but...
I forget, did you ever do, like, a Let's Try or, like, a stream of the Bionicle video game?
I did a brief stream of it. I never did a Let's Try of it. I might play through it on stream or in an LP at some point, because it's, like, an hour long. So...
It is really short. I would say that it's a little more than an hour, but yeah,
I was exaggerating, but it is
okay.
very short. And I've seen the ending of it, and it's extremely abrupt to the point that I'm fairly sure it is not finished.
Oh, no, it's absolutely not. They, like, cut out... I think they had to cut out, like, so many levels, but, I mean... What they did finish, it's like a mix of, like, jank and cool.
Yeah.
The combat system is, like, weirdly fun for being 2 buttons.
Yeah, and made for babies. I could go for a baby game right now with this shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Look at me, I'm just flipping around and...
I was gonna say,
yeah, sometimes your hits
can't-
land.
I can't see any semblance of strategy in this one, although I don't know the...
Not
Yeah,
really,
so
just don't
basically
be on
just
the
like
burning
wait.
things. Dodge his attacks, like move out of the way when he's coming at you, and then hit him when he's confused. That's pretty much it.
It'd
I
be
wanna see
funny
the
if
speed
Neo
run of
missed one of
this
the poles and,
level.
like, ate shit.
Oh, man. But yeah. Yeah, and the, like, blurriness, because I have to keep going in and out of focus to, like, make these jumps and, like, not get hit by him and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, the rest of this fight is cool. So, let's do some very quick, like, rapid-fire thoughts on Matrix Resurrections as people who are, like, fairly newly introduced to the Matrix series and all of that.
Neil Patrick Harris kicked ass, and a lot of people who say the movie doesn't justify itself existing are dumb.
Why should it need to? Can't it just exist?
I mean, it can just exist, except for the fact that it criticizes other movies that exist in a similar way, because it believes that they don't justify their existence, seemingly. So,
I don't think it's so much about justifying existence as much as they are, like, creatively hollow, and
I mean,
that's one thing I
true.
like about this movie is that it's kind of Lana using the opportunity of Warner Brothers wanting to cash in on Matrix popularity 20 years later, and Matrix nostalgia, 90s nostalgia, and
like-
using that as basically an excuse to make a $200 million movie, like, shitting on the studio and reclaiming her
She's like, yeah, let's just go ape
property.
shit. Let's just make a goddamn Matrix movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I talked about this in the other video, but I can understand on, like, a surface level why people would be disappointed with the movie in general, and specifically, like, the action scenes compared to the first 3, but I think, and this is why I think watching it a second time is good as well, because it's good to watch it when you kind of, like, know the rhythm of it and know where it's going and what
It's the
going
room from
for.
the beginning of
I imagine
Matrix
that'll
Yeah.
help a
4.
lot.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, this is
so
pretty cool.
there's a scene very much like this in Matrix Resurrections,
Yeah, right.
which is pretty funny.
We gotta
yeah,
watch
it's-
fucking Neo just jam his hands into the mirror and stands there just being terrified.
I love this guy.
I mean, I would do that. Are you fucking kidding me? That's
I did think
horrifying.
it's a reaction to that in Matrix 4. It was kind of silly. How he's just like
Yeah.
standing there like completely helpless.
Yeah.
Shit, what do I do?
I mean, he has been
Yeah.
chugging blue pills for like 60 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't just go sticking your hands in mirrors. That's
I
fucked up,
fucking
dude.
love all the shots of him just completely annihilating entire bottles of pills. I don't know why I really
Yeah.
loved that montage.
Yeah. I also like how he tries to kill himself after winning a Game of the Year award.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
That's a good one. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's not much new for all of us to say, except that we are on... I think we're all firmly on team the movie is good. A lot of people really don't like it.
Yeah.
But you know what? A lot of people really don't like Matrix 2 and 3, and they're also wrong about that. So what are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
see? I'm on team right.
I
at
might
least in
need
the
to
eyes
watch
of Tim.
2 and 3 again to
those
really
are most
appreciate
important
it
eyes in my
because
life.
I don't know. I did not like I did not like the pacing of the war scenes. There was just way too much fucking shot of a guy shooting bullets and not anything else happening.
Well, for one thing, I am a big fan of shots of guys shooting bullets. I think it's one of the best things you can have.
I mean, you're not necessarily wrong.
But,
I just wish it was more
Yeah,
dynamic.
it's when the action's happening.
But I do understand that, and I honestly think that it might have been better for Reloaded and Revolutions to just be like 1 4-hour movie.
I don't even doubt it, really.
Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of like the cliffhanger split, and I like the Zion action scenes. I think the only problem is that like you're not nearly as emotionally tethered to that action as you are to the scenes in 1 and 2 with Neo and Trinity and Morpheus, who have a lot more in-movie like development and whatnot, because a lot of the shit that happens in Zion in 3, you only really have any emotional attachment to those characters if you're like a fucking nerd and you played Enter the Matrix between 2 and 3 in 2003. And this vanishingly small portion of the audience did that. So. Anyway, we're still fighting Seraph.
Wow.
It's
Well,
still
I'm
happening.
glad we get to see more of
so
Neo's
we just go back
polygonal
and-
walnut head in this game.
Yeah,
Resume.
he's like, okay, those didn't count. We're going back here.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. Still
Best 2
haven't
out of
done it
3.
yet.
This should have been how it was in the movie. They should have... That part where Seraph is like, you don't know someone until you fight them. And then they fight for like 25 minutes. And then at the end, he's like, okay.
Why leave it 25? They should have just made that its whole own movie, like in between 2 and 3.
I do know Seraph was one of those characters that a lot of people like wanted a lot of spin-off media of.
I mean, he is
after
kind
2
of
and 3
the
because he
Boba
is
Fett
pretty fucking
of the
cool.
Matrix.
He is one of the dopest people. I agree with JT. I want a spin-off film about the Dreadlocks Ghost Twins.
It did really seem weird that they got like so much screen time and then they just kind of vanished.
I just think it's funny that it's just like a weird thing that's in the movies.
It's really weird. they just kind of vaguely established. I don't remember if it's a part
they're
of
ghosts.
a movie that I missed or if it's like more elaborated on in some of
No.
like the other parts where they like made a whole Matrix of just like fucking nightmare Victorian horror creatures to torment humanity to see if they'd accept it better. And
Yeah.
that's where those guys are from.
Maybe.
I feel like I
knows?
heard that somewhere, but I couldn't tell you the actual
That
source.
was a good kick right there.
Yeah, that was like a meaty crunch to that one.
Yeah, you do get some, every once in a while, most of the time I just feel like I'm flailing about like an idiot, but sometimes you do get some,
Oh, dude, he just so long gave Bowser
pretty
that
good-
guy.
some pretty good whacks.
I want to
Anyway-
say stuff about Matrix 4 because I haven't yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Go ahead.
the video's over, so you gotta save it for another time. I'm sorry.
I'm saying it right now, motherfucker.
Do it.
Listen
Do
to
it.
me. All I want to say is I've only watched it once so far, and I'm looking forward to watching it a second time. I'm going to do that with my friends, like, probably in a week or something.
That's really
Nice.
wholesome.
I downloaded it. I have been skipping through and looking at different clips again and again. I mean,
fuck
not
yeah.
like super frequently, but I've, looked at it. And
Yeah.
it made me smile.
That's good.
Go look at it and smile too.
yeah.
Have fun,
End
my
video.
man, watching it
Yeah.
without me.
Yeah.
Not that
Yeah,
there's any
uh,
reason you should include me, but I'll guilt trip you anyway for the comedy.
You can
Yeah.
come.
Oh,
If
shit.
you want to drive to Pottsville and watch it with us, you're welcome to.
Alright, I don't think I'm that crazy.
Yeah, okay. See, motherfucker?
Make another
just want-
5-hour trip to watch
Yeah,
Matrix,
really,
but
I've
just in
got-
someone's house.
I've got so much shit.
Okay, well, I guess the video's over. Bye.
Bye.